Well, good morning and welcome to First Things First. Today's verse of the day comes from First John chapter 4, verses 11 and 12, which says, Beloved, if God so loved us, we ought to also love one another. No man has seen God at any time. If we love one another, God dwelleth in us, and his love is perfected in us. And as we have continued for the past couple of weeks talking about love and talking about, more importantly, God's love, this morning it is so vitally important that we understand just the love of God, that what he does have for us is extremely important. And here is John is telling us that if God so loved us, we ought to love one another. That should be a given this morning, that if we understand the love of God, then it will come through us and it will radiate through us, and we will understand this morning what the love of God is, and we can experience that. And not only will we experience that, but we will show that out. And as we look at this and we see verse 12 starting off, it says that no man has seen God at any time. If you look at these verses wrong, it looks like that little part of that verse or those verses is kind of out of place. And because here it is, it's talking about love, it's talking about this great thing about how that God loved us and we love other people, but here it pops in all of a sudden. It says no man has seen God at any time. But actually, it is not out of place. It's exactly where it needs to be, and there's a reason and a purpose that it is there. And it is for us to see, as John is trying to tell us, that it's, yes, we have never seen God. We have never seen him with our physical eyes, but we see God through the actions of other people. And how that people is going to see God today is in your actions today. It's not in that we actually see God. Of course, we see God in the things that surround us. We see him we live in the beautiful mountains of East Tennessee and Southwest Virginia. From here to church, if I step outside of my office right over here, I can look up and see the mountain range where it changes over from Tennessee into Virginia. And we see these beautiful things that God has created, and truly we can look around and see God's goodness and God's grace. But how people are going to see God today is going to be through you and through me. And more specifically, how people are going to see God is through the love that you and I show to those people that we come in contact with each day. So this morning, as we look at this and we understand that God loved us, then we need to show that God loves us, and let that flow from us as well, so that other people will see that God loves us and that God loves them too, and that they can be saved this morning. And that's what we are called to do, is to love one another. He said, no man has seen God at any time, but if we love one another, and God dwelleth in us, and his love is perfected in us, then people will see God in you today. I challenge you that as you go throughout this day and throughout all of life, as a matter of fact, not just this day, but each and every day, as we go through life, I challenge you to show the love of God and show people that you love God and that God loves you. And when we do that, it'll show them that God loves them as well. You know, there are a lot of people, millions and millions of people around the world this morning that are not actively seeking God or looking for God, how are they going to know what God is or who God is unless they see God's love through us? So that's our challenge today. That's what we are called to do. Show one another that you love them and that we love you this morning. And how that we're going to do that is we're going to prove to them that we do love them. And we're going to, I hope that I can prove to you today that we do love you. And I'm praying for you. And I'm hoping that the Lord will bless you throughout this day, and that the Lord will strengthen you as you go along. If you have a prayer request or a prayer need, please put those in the comments below, or send me a message, a text message, or an email, or however you want to do that. And or you can go onto our website, firstfwbmc.com, and go to our prayer page from there, and you can leave me a comment, or you can go to our contact page and leave me a comment there and contact me, and I'll get those emails, and I'll be reading those, and we're praying for you. And I've got my prayer book here and pray for you daily. And if you have any needs, anything on your heart, or maybe you'd just like to share something with somebody today, and see what God has done, I encourage you, give your testimony and let people see that God loves you today. So I pray that you'll have a blessed day. It is Friday, and I'm looking forward to the weekend. So it's hard to believe that the last week of February is right upon us, starting next week. And it seems like that the year is flying by. So, but let's take advantage of the time that we do have, and show somebody that you love them today, and show them specifically that God loves them today. So until Monday, by the way, if you don't have a church home and you would love to see or come to church somewhere, please consider coming to First Free Will Baptist here in Morrison City, and we'd love to have you. And as I tell people that I come in contact with every day, that we'll treat you so many ways that you're bound to like one of them. So please come and be with us here at First Free Will in Morrison City. We'd love to see you, and we'd love to share God's love with you this morning, so that we can take that out into the community and share even more love. So God bless you, and hope to see you Sunday. If not Sunday, then hope to see you next Monday. God bless you.